an Indianapolis Colts player that has not been named in the official report.
Yeah.
But has been named self and by Colts.
Yep.
So we're assuming this is the only situation. Isaiah Rodgers Sr. has been caught up in a gambling investigation while in the Indianapolis Colts facility. In the initial report that did not have Isaiah Rodgers Sr. named, we didn't learn about this until like an hour or two afterwards. They said hundreds of bets, including bets on the Indianapolis Colts.
my God.
Also bets happening from the Indianapolis Colts facility. Obviously, this came out of nowhere. It was like a lot of information quick.
Yep.
Okay, hundreds of bets. Okay, that seems like person likes to gamble.
Loves gambling.
Yeah.
This person loves gambling.
Good gambling.
Feels like they got an eye, and it feels like they're seeing the field of the court and the rink very well in their eyes. They're doing it. Betting from the facility. Ooh, that's not good.
Can't do that.
That's not good. Betting on team.
Real dumb.
So when this initial report came, we were like, oh shit, this is seemingly the worst of all sides of this entire
is fair.
Calvin Ridley was not in the building. He was in Florida whenever he made his bet about the Atlanta Falcons. He wasn't even on the roster.
No.
He was on like IR at the time, wasn't even with them. He got an entire season. Whenever we heard about Detroit, we heard about some gambling on different sports happening from in the facility, and they're like, can't do it. Can't be betting in the facility. Now we got hundreds of bets in the facility on Colts. So it's like, if it's on the Colts, is it on other NFL games as well? You could assume.
Yes.
So now you got the worst case scenario in three different buckets for a, hey, you're out of the fucking league, pal, punishment. So then as it continued to go, no names were being mentioned. There's false reports happening. This office, okay, I had to do a call. Learning the Colts having a gambling thing in the thing. Don't love that. Hate that.
Tough.
I got to go do a really serious call right now, but what the fuck? I do a 25-minute call. I come back out of my office. They had not named publicly who the person was, but the office had it figured out.
Yeah.
They said it's not a star player, but it's somebody, if you were a pretty good fan, you would definitely know the name of.
Yep.
So that kind of eliminated some people. It was like, guess who? Is there a mustache? Glasses? Not a star. Okay, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Jonathan Taylor. Get them out of there. But somebody you would know. Okay, there's a class. There was like 10 to 15 people that it could have been. The boys did their research, and all roads led back to Zoomass.
Yeah.
Right.
They knew it was Isaiah Rodgers Sr. before it came out publicly, because the other 10 people that it could have been went to schools where you go,
I don't know.
Zoomass was the reason why this particular office nailed down Isaiah Rodgers. I come out of that call, okay, I'm like, good news, all right, sweet. I come back in there, literally, Tone looks at me and goes, we know who it is. And I'm like, we as in, like publicly they made the announcement? Did I miss that? I didn't see it. No. We know who
This
it is.
office does.
And I'm like, who is he? He goes, Isaiah Rodgers Sr. Definitely.
I mean,
I'm like, God damn, the guy's a great player. Great player, great
Need him.
returner. He's a dog. Why is it him? And he goes, well, and Tone pulls out like an Excel spreadsheet. He goes, this guy went to Virginia Commonwealth.
I don't think so.
Not sure. Not sure.
This guy went to Stanford. This guy went to some of them. Isaiah Zoomass.
I went to the zoo.
He fucking
description.
get down.
Yeah.
At Zoomass.
I'd say.
Just if we're judging off of that, we are thinking it's Isaiah Rodgers Sr. We are hoping it wasn't. Then Darius Butler sends us a false text.
Yes, which is
Okay,
bullshit.
False text that goes, damn, it was Isaiah Rodgers Sr. We're like, do you know that? Celebration in the office. Like, we figured it out. Private detectives. And then all of a sudden, like 20, 30 minutes later, Isaiah Rodgers Sr. comes out with a full quote about his actions and his mistake and what he wants to do. And he knows he's let people down. There's going to be a long road back. And I was mortified that you guys were able to. Congrats.
Way to go, boys.
Inspector Gadget in here, boys.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
But also, like, this sucks. This dude is a hell of a football player.
Yeah.
Colts need him. And I know that there's a lot of people coming out and saying, the players don't know the rules. It's
Yes,
like,
the fuck
you
they
fucking
do.
need to know then. Like, we do not need the integrity of the league being questioned ever. The script talk last year was already too much. But now that there's more and more players gambling on their own teams, especially when that team was involved in the largest comeback in the history of the NFL,
Yikes.
where in the first half a team looked like one thing, and in the second half they looked like a completely different team. Cannot have anybody speculating about the league, its players at all. Sucks for the players. Hey, completely sucks. I would have been pissed. I wasn't happy that they didn't let me have a scratch off with the local Indiana lottery whenever I was kind of coming up through this entire thing. The NFL was able to do it. The Colts were able to have a lottery ticket. The Colts are able to do business with Sportsbook. How come they're allowed to and I'm not allowed to? And it's strictly because the integrity cannot be jeopardized at all of the league, or it fucks up everything for everybody. Now, I'm not just saying that as some fucking stooge or corpo or mark. I didn't really want to be in business just strictly with a sports book, to be honest with you. Although FanDuel is the best, and we enjoyed the hell out of it, didn't necessarily want, because in the NFL, you're literally told, don't be Pete Rose.
Right.
In football, you're told, don't be Pete Rose. And with the game and sports gambling growing and getting bigger, I know this is going to be tumultuous times, and it's going to be tough during this transition of keeping people away, but the NFL is going to punish heavily.
Yes.
And it needs to.
Yeah.
This needs to be nipped in the butt quickly, because it is the one thing that could really fuck up in the NFL that we all love. And I think players know that, even though they're saying that they don't know the specific rules. It's like, well, fucking get reminded, because they are going to suspend you. Long time.
A long ass time.
You're probably not going to get back in the league, some of you.
Possibly forever.
This don't have no place in sports. Hey, asshole, to every asshole out there that think they can beat the system right now when it comes to sports gambling. These smart motherfuckers in here can figure out that you're gambling. I'm quite sure the people at the stadium know that you're gambling. It's something around there that shows who is betting, and it can pin where you at any time.
That's real.
It's no way, if you got your sister, auntie, uncle phone, that you think you're going to get away with it. So don't try it. They're going to pinpoint your phone, and your ass is going to be out the league.
They know everything.
Yes.
Everything.
And it's, it's kind of just we all accept it now at this point.
Exactly.
Now, there's some people that hold out. They still have flip phones.
Sure.
They're off the grid.
Yep.
They don't do it.
Switch their phones every month.
Bim, love it. Love everything.
Exactly.
You're probably drug dealing, or you're just scared to death about something going on. Whatever you need to do, man.
But you ain't at the stadium.
Whatever you need to do. Yeah, but if you're using a phone that can handle a sports book on it, there's a good, even when you log into the sports book, it says checking location
Yeah, you
at
have
the bottom.
to.
It's like a little thing at the bottom, checking location, checking location, checking location. And you're like, you're good.
Boom.
They mean like in that fucking foot that you're in.
Yes.
Yeah.
They just start.
Oh, yeah.
You know
He's in his bedroom.
You know that little blue dot on the map?
Yeah.
They fucking found you. That is where you are. So doing it from the facility, I would assume that the NFL is going to have a big initiative to tell all the players, you cannot gamble on anything in this fucking office, in this facility, in this stadium.
But
any NFL-owned property, you cannot be gambling on, okay? Do we get that clear? And we know, we've proven that we know, you need to stop it. No sports. Obviously, can't be gambling on the fucking NFL. Cannot have you profiting off of things happening in games that you are potentially affecting and involved in. Can't have it. Even if you're betting on the team to win, that's even a dicey thing to kind of get through there. Yeah. You will be able to gamble when you retire. That's what I like to promise to every player. Hey, when you retire, this is going to be waiting on you. Okay?
Huge.
It's only going to get better. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. It is an absolute blast. It is a fantastic thing. There was a time when the NFL, you couldn't market alcohol, and you would actually have the Crown Royal Suite on the football field in every single shot, and players couldn't do any alcohol marketing because it's bad for business. Hated it. Protested it. Did not like it. You think I would have been able to move some beer with the way I was going? Yes, absolutely would have been able to get some beer done, beer deals back in the day. You should see me chug a beer. I mean, it would have been easy money. Could not do it. I was not happy about it. But then the NFL opened it up to players. I assume at some point there will be a transition where sports books and teams figure out a kosher way that there's no questioning of what the integrity of the game is, and they'll be able to mend businesses. And if they're not, the teams will still take money from the sports books, and you will not be able to. But when you retire, it's like one of those things. Yeah. When you retire, you'll be able to enjoy the hell out of it.
Waiting for you.
And we promise that we will allow you to watch Hammer Dahn every day and get really good bets or really good opinions to feed into your own, especially with the experience you have in the game, and make money. But we got to stop this. And if you don't, you're going to be suspended for fucking ever. And I understand that there's another side to this about ignorance and not knowing, but that's not real.
Nah.
I don't think. And I guess I've been out of the league now 6 years, so that a lot could change, and obviously a lot has changed. But as soon as I got into the football world in college, it was pretty much like,
don't do this.
Can't do this.
This is the one thing. And obviously there's been scandals in the past, and the reason why they're called scandals is because they almost taken down the entire fucking game, the entire league. It's happening in college right now, which is going to be much tougher to manage. There's 130 guys on rosters some places. That is going to be tough to figure out. There's walk-ons making no money, going into debt, actually going into debt on the team. And they're not going to be, that's something that college is going to have to figure out. NFL-wise, take your check, wait to double it when you get the sports gamble afterwards, boys.
Well, and that's the thing with Isaiah Rodgers is that he is a great player, and like we know him, but he's not. where Calvin Ridley was. Like, Calvin Ridley was a superstar, and the thought last year was, hey, they have to suspend him for a year, because if they don't, then other players might be tempted. If you're a guy like Isaiah Rodgers, and I don't know how long the Lions and the Commanders players have been suspended, aside from Jameson Williams getting 6 games, but is there any way they can't suspend him forever? Like, how do you go higher than a year?
The other kid got indefinite, but bro,
higher than a year in facility and on team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
One thing we know about Goodell.
Allegedly.
Is definitely
One thing we know about Goodell.
I think so.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
done.
not finna let people. He is not finna. He gonna set a standard about players trying to gamble. He is not finna fuck up the shield for letting one guy get by from gambling all year. No, this is gonna be a serious punishment. I doubt if he come back to play after that.
I think so too. In his position, obviously, at least a year or two. However, whatever it's going to be a lot.
Yeah. Too long.
If the report is that it's actually betting on Colts, like they should come out and say it was for the Colts to win.
Yes.
Right? Like, that's a big deal.
Because if it's the Vikings, and we do find out that it's the Vikings.
That's a big deal, because like
Halftime
boxers,
bet.
allegedly boxers, right? Boxers bet on themselves.
Fights, yeah.
I guess there has
happened.
People have thrown fights, but boxers like that aren't getting big money but know they're going to win.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of stories of them betting on themselves and then going in there and making like $750,000 on winning a fight or something like that.
Average Joes in dodgeball, they bet on themselves.
Boom, to fund the entire gym.
Bingo.
I mean, there's stories of these things happening in the past. The NFL don't need it because what you're getting paid. You don't need you're going to get by.
Right.
You know, like some of those people that are doing that strictly because the business might never be again for them, and also who knows what they're actually getting paid. The NFL just can't happen. But it would be nice if they came out and said it was on the Colts to win.
Yeah.
It was on him to return a kick for a touchdown.
Felt great about the team's practice that week.
You know what I mean? Like, because if he comes out and says, I just want a little bit more motivation, it's like, I guess we can get by, but Roger Goodell ain't going to
That's not enough motivation either. Like, because is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, I could actually see it if it was like a couple $100,000 bets where you're actually going to make, these are $25, $50 bets apparently. I mean,
hundreds of them, they said, right? Most bets were in the range of 25 to 50. There was one low 4-figure bet. Ooh, you like something. I wonder if that was the Vikings.
that's not enough money if you're in the NFL to risk the rest of your career.
100 bets were placed over and under. You don't know what the parlays were.
Yeah,
That might have been 25 to win 10 grand.
Yeah, which
right.
happens.
Sure, still.
50 grand, 100 grand.
100, yeah.
I've seen a couple screenshots of people. They turned like $20 into
It could he
250
might have done
grand.
like a same game
36
parlay, like Matt Ryan to be sacked 5 times, Matt Ryan to throw an interception, Matt Ryan to fucking.
What if he does what if he does a full interview and he's like, "Did you see? I mean, I was winning, by the way. They didn't say anything about that. Like roughly 100 bets, 90 winners.
Yeah.
So,
The unders
You tell
parlay.
me.
so I'm getting suspended forever. Cool. I'm happy to be I'm a bookmaker now. Congrats to me. I'm a handicapper now. What do you want from me? This one's going to be a long time, and our team got worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did not get better because we lose Isaiah Rodgers. He was a lightning.
He was good.
He was in the back, right? He was a good player.
Yeah, he was pretty decent, but he was decent. You hear me?
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah.
He's not playing in the NFL.
Not decent anymore.
Was decent.
Yeah, but Dewey Johnson's licking his lips. They just got a premier player for the XFL.
He can't even bet on our league.
Yeah.
Come on in. Yeah, sorry.
Let's get to a break. All right.
It's got to
He
be
will
bumped.
play again.
Bring him in. Oh, I want Isaiah Rodgers now.
On the Arlington Rams,
Yeah.
Yep.
The Battle Hawks.
St. Louis. They did not win. Who won in Arlington?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Renegades.
Yeah, the Renegades.
Renegades.
fucking
Yeah.
knocked
Not
out
the Rams. Not the Rams.
DC Generals.
Huge upset. Huge upset.
Yeah, that team was humming late there.
Yeah.
Coach Stoops had the boys ready.
What was it, Louis Perez? He gave that halftime speech.
Oh, yeah, he said 30 minutes for the rest of our lives. We're
Bingo.
champions.
Hell yeah.
Bingo.
I mean, XFL world champion.
You win this, your families are honored. Kids are honored.
That's Tom Brady's speech. That wasn't him.
No, I think he pulled that.
No, he didn't. What you're saying is Tom Brady's speech.
Oh, I thought Louis Perez said it.
No,
too.
Louis had his own. He had his own version, but did have world champions. In
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, of course.
which a lot of people.
Wait a minute.
After what Acho said, like this is the desired league.
Yeah.
And now you saying world champions. I feel like there's some mixed messaging going around.
Yeah.
But we appreciate your guys' fucking passion.
Well, I mean,